Hey YouTubers, so it's Diana with Homeschoolific, and I am going to be talking to you guys about what it is like to homeschool with a co-op and using like outsourcing resources. Our school year has changed a lot over the time, and it looks very different than what it used to. And so I thought I'd go over real quick what that looks like. So one of the things is that we do use co-ops, and briefly, I want to get into why we use co-ops and how our co-ops work. Every co-op is different. Co-op we used to be a part of, and when I say co-op, I mean co-op as in cooperative, and this is very common in the homeschool arena. We use our co-op to supplement, and so in the past we used it for electives, and the co-op we're a part of now focuses more with the academic, some elective options, but in some of my kids' classes, the elective, it was just, well, for my high schooler, it wasn't a good use of his time all the time. And for my younger son, they just didn't offer anything. Like the classes typically had to be core classes for him to be with his peers. So we went with core classes. So that changed the way we homeschooled a lot this school year. So some people prefer that, some people don't. I did go this route on purpose this year too, I forgot, because I was working when we signed up for the new school year, and working me needed a lot of support. So if you're a working mom and you are trying to figure out how to homeschool, a co-op option or online resources is an excellent way to go. So anyways, it looks very different. While I'm still fully invested, I am in this classroom. If you can see the background, our classroom is a mess right now because we are like doing stuff all the time. I spent the last 2 hours doing things. We're still working on things, and we're getting ready to walk out the door soon. What I do for the most part is I am support. So I make sure that the kids' items are organized and where they need to, like they know where to find things. And I also go ahead so far as to put it in my homeschool planet planner for them, and I like make sure everything's in there so they get an email every morning all in one spot, because we have our home stuff and then we have our online resources like our teaching textbooks, and then they also have their co-op classes that come on a separate. So everything's very separate, and it gets confusing, and then everybody's trying to figure out what they have. So this puts everything into one place. I make sure that they understand what is being asked of them, and then I help them with anything that they need help with. And keep in mind that all my kids are older too. So my youngest kid that I am homeschooling is 10, and my oldest is 17 that I'm homeschooling. So it just, you know, it ranges. So I don't have little ones anymore. But, you know, there's no way of getting out of, in my opinion, of like hands-on approach for math and things like that. So we use teaching textbooks, but I still do have my hands in there in helping them. They have an option where you can call in, but I'm right here, and this is my job. This is what I do. So I make sure everybody has that help, and I go between, and I'm pretty busy. You'd be surprised. I'm pretty busy with that. And then like today, I needed to get some resources into their planner, so they will have their videos emailed to them, and everything is all done. So once I do it, I do this, it's done for the week, and they're fine. And most of this I took care of at the beginning of the school year. So it's kind of just plug, copy, paste, plug, go. Dot, 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 boom, go. We do group time together. I've been very bad about that this last month or so. And that's when we work on key things that they need to work on together, as well as do history and things like that in a living book way, because that's the Charlotte Mason part of me that keeps that going. And then Bible study to get that in. Although my kids do get a lot of Bible study time in, like probably not daily necessarily without the group time, but they do get a lot of time in. And one of my sons is in Awanas, and so he's supposed to do that daily. He doesn't. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. If you guys have questions about that, let me know. I'll be happy to expand on that a little bit. But you know, we do have lessons, like I still do have to do spelling and certain things with them that are done directly through home. Any tutoring for like dyslexia is done through home. phonics, because I still teach phonics, because I just teach it until I just know they got it. So I still teach phonics to my 10-year-old. And so we do that, and then typing, which he didn't do today. You didn't do typing today, Woo?
I didn't.
Yeah. Typing is done at home. So anything that I have to teach, I do teach. But at this point, a lot of our stuff is either online resources or stuff that they can do themselves. And so I just support. And sometimes I do have to sit and for that. So yeah, I have my crocheting to keep my hands busy so I'm not stuck on Facebook or Instagram or TikToks or YouTube. Yeah, because that'll happen. Now that I don't have stuff to do, I have plenty of stuff to do. Like today, I was supposed to try to clean the classroom, but then I forgot. My son has a vocabulary text, and he was very anxious about it, so I made a Kahoot. The Kahoot took me 2 hours because there was so many dang vocabulary words he's got to know, and we just found out Monday that he had a test. So I had to get that Kahoot in there, so I'll get it in there because he really only had 3 good days of studying. So the Kahoots really help. It's in a fun way. Flashcards. I am about resources. I know a lot of you are like, oh, we do it all at home, you know, the Montessori way, and that does work for a while. And for some people it works indefinitely, but with my life, with the multifaceted things that I have, I take what resources I can, I utilize them. I have no shame in that. So this is the way I do it, and it's okay for me to do it this way, and it's okay for you to do it your way. This is the beauty of homeschooling. We can do it the way we want. So anyway, I hope you have learned something, you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer your questions on that. This was kind of vague and just a broad overview, but I just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our website, www.homeschooler.com.